With that being said, I want to introduce the host for your show tonight. It is my very, very, very good friend, Mr. Billy Bazar. He's gonna get the ladies all hot and bothered in here.
Oh Lord. How y'all doing tonight, Moloney's? Yeah! Happy Halloween and all that good shit. I was gonna dress up as a vampire, but considering what vampires look like these days, that was gayer. So anyway, I'm out of breath. I look more like the fat guy in the back of the Sweating to the Oldies video who can't keep up with Richard Simmons, and I do like Richard Simmons. Get your pictures in now because this fucking jacket's going right back on. Sucking the gut in hurts your back. Anyway, we're going to start the show off so I go catch my breath. Come to the stage next. Thank you for dressing up, by the way, Cait. There you are. I can't see you. Diabetes affects my eyesight. Anyway, come to the stage. She is a former Marine. She is a former Marine. Stand up for Miss Cait Anson.
Former Marine. I have the tattoos to prove it if you don't believe it. Yeah. Welcome to CJ Moloney's. Speaking of CJ Moloney's, an Irish pub, my ancestors go back to Native American and Irish. So if you shake my family tree, diabetics and addictions come out of it all over the place. Sorry, Billy. I borrowed my note card from Daniel tonight. Sorry, my bad. No, I am a former Marine. Being 5'0" and being in the Marine Corps, they can stick you anywhere they want to. In a diesel engine, in a fuel tank, on top of a pop machine. Don't worry, Palmer, it's not hazing. It's just tradition. Oh shit, thanks, Mothers of America. I grew up in Owasso. I don't know if you know where that is. Home of the meth labs, where they teach you to light up and blow up. No wonder I joined the Marine Corps, they encourage it there. I'm a newlywed. Don't tell my boyfriend he's in the pisser. No? Is this thing on? Okay. Okay. Yes, I am a newlywed. I've been married for 269 days. It's a good number. I haven't seen him since. It's okay, he's in the Navy. I outrank him, actually. And I tell him to clean my house, scratch my itch. Yeah, no one got that one either. It's fine. But my house looks absolutely fabulous. Okay, can I tell you how fabulous it is? I was promised myself I wouldn't date anybody I could beat up. He's 6'5", so I figured he had a little reach on me. Apparently he had reach on other men. Yeah, my husband might be gay, but my house looks absolutely fabulous. Okay. Speaking of gay, I've got a friend who works at Club Majestic. The first thing they teach him is the karate chop. For the weaves, because bitches be grabbing hair. A bitch won't come back for her purse, her phone, or even her drink, but she'll come back for her, okay? They got different colors. They box. What color is it, honey? What color is it? We got fuchsia, purple, blonde. Ooh, a tough crowd. You know, like I said, my husband might be gay, but I found the perfect kind of man. I feed him D batteries, and all he says is, Oh, now you're awake. You like sex jokes. jokes. Speaking of sex, I have a roommate over here. She hasn't been laid in about a month and a half. I should know. The walls are really thin. Okay? I'm not saying she's easy, but if her vagina had a password, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Or for all you nerds out there, up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. Conjure code? Yeah, okay. Speaking of roommate, we're actually renovating a house. And it is absolutely nasty. Okay, I walked in and I swear to God, I went to step on this cockroach and it stood up and it had a tux on it. It said, "Hey, you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" Yeah, okay, that wasn't good either, I guess.
Nobody else here, you must be talking to
Okay.
Stupid cockroach.
Well, I was talking to my brother, and there's an 8-year age difference between us. Younger, obviously. And his generation is fucked up, okay? He grew up in the year of the Twilight Saga. Okay? What's it called when you fuck a dead person? Necrophiliac, I think, right? Yeah, and Sheila, I know you know this one. What is it when you fuck a donkey or a horse?
Bestiality.
Bestiality. Thank you, Sheila. I knew you'd know that. Watching the Twilight Saga, this girl Bella has a choice to pick a dead guy or a dog, right? So does she not like a doggy style? Because she picks the stiff. All right, you guys have been a great crowd. Thank you. Have a great night.
Who said that? You guys can't fucking see whoever's... Give it up again for Cait Anson. She's slowly honing her craft. She's getting better and better. Thank you guys again for coming out. Like he said, we do this every last Sunday. Thank you very much to Kirk for letting us do this. How many horror fans out there? Not horror, horror. Got quieter.
Horror fans?
Who likes... Yeah, horror. Who likes Walking Dead? I love that show. But the thing that pisses me off, it's not the obvious shit. The zombies have been taking over for 6 fucking months, but every fucking yard is freshly mowed. I'm dead serious. Watch the show. No matter where the fuck they go, it's fucking Mexicans are gonna survive everything. Watch the show. They must be going for realism. Coming to the stage next, he actually puts on a weekly show at the U, Club Utopia. He's a good friend of mine. Give it up for Mr. Heath Andrews.
Sad shit. How many fucking micks are up in here? Does anybody know what a fucking mick is? A mick is an Irishman. A mick, that's the M word. Unless you're a mick, you can't use the M word. That's our word. You guys know, actually, I didn't realize here till the other day that I put on a little bit of weight, and I didn't realize how much weight I put on till I was at the store the other day, and this woman come up and she tapped me on the shoulder, and she's like, "Could you step aside?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, fine." And all of a sudden she's like, okay, yeah, well, I tell you, I'm currently unemployed, so I find a lot of things to do to occupy my time. Like one thing I do is I go to job interviews when I don't really want the job, which is kind of cool. Like the other day I went to this place, it was a collection agency that was advertising. So I go in and I'm talking to the guy and he's like, well, Mr. Andrews, do you have any experience in collections? And I was like, yeah, you know, I've kneecapped a dude or two in my time. So then I'm still bored. I'm just messing around. So I stopped by this car lot. Now back in the day, I know you go to a car lot, they just throw you the keys. They go, hey, go drive that son of a bitch. Tell me what you think. Well, now they got to send a little peckerhead with you when you go on the test drive. So I found that it's fun to do this, you know. Get the little son of a bitch in the car with you, and you get out on the highway, and you romp that son of a bitch up to about 90, and you look over and go, thank you! I was scared to die alone! All right, I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of history. I'm addicted to watching the Bio channel. That's biography. I'm watching it the other day, and it was the story of McDonald's. Anybody ever been to McDonald's?
Yeah. French fries, motherfucker.
So, now I always thought that McDonald's was owned by Ronald McDonald.
Yep. We agree.
I was wrong. Apparently it was owned by a guy named Ray Kroc. Now, back in the 60s, Ray Kroc bought McDonald's from Michael Mac McDonald and Richard Dick McDonald, his brother. Guys, keep that in mind. Now, after he buys the restaurant and the name and whatnot, they start the franchise. Now, there's this guy, I cannot recall his name at the moment, in Pittsburgh, it's 1968. He invents this double-decker sandwich with secret sauce. Parmesan dressing. And he takes it to Ray Kroc, okay? Ray Kroc, at first he doesn't like it, but y'all like, come on. She's like, okay. What do you call it? True story, you guys can Google this, Wikipedia, what the fuck, whatever on the internet. They had a meeting. They decided to name it after one of the McDonald's brothers. Do you call it the Big Mac, or do we call it the Big Dick?
Yeah.
Now, we all know how that wound up. But if they went the other way, I would eat at McDonald's 3 times a fucking day just to order. You know, can you see, you're like, yeah, let's see. What do you got to fill up a big guy up? A big dick. Let me have a big dick. Hey, what about you, baby? You want a big dick? You want 2? Come on, I've seen you take 2 big dicks at once. Okay, let me. Can I supersize that? Can I supersize my big dick? Okay, let me have. What is it, son? No. You'll never finish it. Remember the last time we was here, Daddy let you try his big dick? Yeah. McDonald's, I'm loving it. CJ Moloney! Yeah! Booyah!
Give it up again for Mr. Heath Andrews.
All right, Heath!
quick reminder, the comics don't need your help. If we need it, we'll ask for it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Recently, I had some bad news medically, and I wasn't surprised for some of it. Found out I had diabetes. And I was expecting it because it runs in my family. Which is ironic because nobody fucking runs in my family. And I also had a seizure a few weeks ago. And a friend of mine who has epilepsy, he was like, "Did you hear anything funny?" And for the life of me, I didn't understand what he was talking about. But when I did have a seizure, I heard this weird fucking noise. Y'all know who that was? That's Skrillex. That's what a fucking seizure sounds like. Right there. When you hear that shit, just bite down on a wallet because it's coming. I turned my blender on last week and Skrillex sued me for copyright. Anyway, trying to think what to say next. Had a brain fart. That's all right. You suck anyway, because you fell early. I saw something scary in Owasso the other day that freaked me the fuck out. I was going to get my hair cut, and I saw a guy leaving the barber shop with a mullet. Let me repeat that. He left the barber shop with a mullet, which means he walked in and asked for the new hairstyle or to touch up his mullet. And somewhere in that barber shop, there was a mullet specialist. And the girl who cut my hair had an ankle bracelet on. She actually frequents Fishbones Owasso. And it had to have been her because most people try to hide the ankle bracelets, but she tried to bring attention to it. She had sparkly shit and different color socks on. And I asked her, I said, "Did you just cut that guy?" He was like, "Yeah, I gave him a mullet." That's a joke, don't know where. Anyway, guy in my class the other day was telling me that he needed to talk to his car mechanic. And I asked him, I said, "Did your car get to work? Did you make it okay? Was there a problem?" He was like, "No, I can't sync my Bluetooth." I was like, "What the fuck did you say?" "I can't sync my Bluetooth on my car." I'm like, "Does your fucking car drive? Did you get to work okay?" "Well, yeah." It's like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." These are the kind of people that go out and buy the brand new iPhone and can't even afford to pay fucking rent. They sleep on an air mattress to eat ramen noodles, but they have to get the new iPhone. And it pisses me off because I'm 38 and I grew up in a time we didn't have all that shit. This motherfucker's got 3D porn. There are people dying of cancer, but somebody came up with a great idea to put titties in your face on your computer screen.
Yeah!
I call them the Y generation because I ask them, "Why the fuck do you leave your room? You can jerk off all day long." Anyway, coming to the stage next. He's been coming to every show here at Moloney's. He's also a regular at Utopia. He is the Iron Man, Brock Goldman.
What's up, CJ Moloney's? Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Yeah. So, honestly, you know, this is like a Goldie's hamburger up here, man. I love chicken. I love beef. You know, I love flesh. All right. Happy Halloween. Yeah. Halloween, the only time when you gotta have something classy. So you what? Get an eggnog, right? It's the only time you gotta reach through something to get a drink. You know, you gotta stick your hand through it. Something terrible, man. I don't know what it is, but I do it for an offset almond joy, It's like they set the freaking thing to the side like a time board. I don't even know, man. Why do people do that? It's like you gotta get an eggnog because the color's orange. Where's the pumpkin spice? Is it pumpkin spice? I mean, what is it? Does it for you? I mean, consider it. Is Joe Rogan still out there? Well, he gets Halloween, doesn't he? Just stick your hand through some skittery stuff and some lizards and stuff and pull out some candy, you know? Honestly, yeah. So it's good, you know? Unlike Wikipedia, there's a problem there though. What is wrong with the authority with Wikipedia? I mean, honestly, with Wikipedia, I tried to cook like it was Food Network or something. It's like, because of the source, it's like trying to make some food with no bones in my hands. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make this stuff, but I can't, you know, because of the editing of the Wikipedia.
Leave it alone.
So it's Halloween. So you expect something like a hand to just straight rip through your chest, right? And hand over your heart to Indiana Jones guy, right? So it's Halloween, so you're going to be at a bunch of friends' houses eating Jell-O brains, right? Not real brains because you get in trouble, right? Nobody wants to get in trouble. All right, oh yeah. These jokes are awesome, aren't they? They're bad. But y'all are bad too. How many times have you stole from Walmart because you didn't have experience at the register? I bagged groceries, I saw you up there. Yeah, I know, yeah. When you start out, you sound like Kurt Cobain. And you want Kurt Russell. So, yeah. So, be careful out there on Halloween night, okay? You don't want to turn into a ghost because you had to polish off somebody's Chevrolet symbol. That didn't do it for you? The Chevy's lost. All right, you know, I mean, what's up with death anyway? I mean, if you look at the guy, man, he's trying to do a Hugh Hefner. He's trying to copy Hugh Hefner. Who copies Hugh Hefner in double black? In the robe. You figure he's wearing polo black on this Halloween coming up and playing, yes, Metallica Black. It's his holiday. You know, there's really nothing original about Halloween. You can walk around on the street any day and see fake tattoos. And kids with mustaches. Really not. You know? All right, y'all, so make sure to bark at the moon. All right, CJ Moloney, thank you.
Give it up again for Brock Goldman. He keeps chugging at it. Real quick, I want to give it up for Mr. GJ Sway. When he does his shit right, he's a great DJ. Sway. How narcissistic is that to have your own fucking theme music? Do you play that whenever you're in bed? You do, don't you? Are you like, wait? They're like, you don't let me talk? You know you don't last that long, so why would you play that fucking long of a sample? Do you have any doubt after tonight I would know, really? Anyway, I'm gonna tell a story real quick, and anybody who's in comedy or thinks that they're in comedy has things that happen to them that makes them question either I'm fucking crazy or I'm a comic. Has anybody seen the movie The Candyman? The horror movie The Candyman?
Yep.
Anybody? Okay. This movie came out in 1993. What?
Yes, sir.
Came out, thank you, Kirk. Came out in 93. Did the Steelers win Sunday?
Yes, they did.
My team, today's Sunday. My team sucks, the Chargers. We got beat by the Browns. Anyway, Candyman came out in spring of 1993. Do what? Shut up, Sway. I'm talking, Sway. Anyway, came out in the spring of 93. Now, I've never told this story to this many people, technically. So it came out, I went to the movie theater. They had a senior high school night, so it was all seniors watching it. Now, during the movie, there's a scene in the movie, it's not when the Candyman comes out and shit. It was when a dog jumps out, it was one of those, oh my god, jump scenes. Well, there was a kid that dropped acid right before that part in the movie. So he starts screaming, everybody freaks out in the theater, you know, movie already creeped me the fuck out. So I go home, and I'm petrified of this movie. I mean, I was 18, but I was still scared of it, because I was a Catholic, and Bloody Mary is the game we played growing up. Anybody play Bloody Mary? Anybody? Well, I was a Catholic till I reached the age of reason, but it still scared the shit out of me. So I begged my girlfriend to stay at the house. I was like, please stay at the house, please stay at the house. She's like, you didn't have to fuck me, you could just sleep on the couch. So she wouldn't stay. So I sat there on the living room, and I was watching TV that night, and every fucking commercial that came on TV was a preview for the Candyman. And I'm by myself that week. First time my grandfather left me by myself because I'm special. So I'm watching the movie, and I'm watching the TV, and it's freaking me the fuck out. But then a thunderstorm rolls in, so I'm getting more scared. So I try to call my best friends over, they wouldn't come over. This is the part of the story that is just fucking crazy. The power turns out. So I'm sitting there, my grandfather's got one of those houses that are old, but it's one of those that if a cricket farts, you can hear it all the way on the side of the house. So I'm hearing all this crazy shit in the house, and my imagination's running away with me. Then all of a sudden I hear footsteps. And these are real footsteps. And they're coming closer and closer to the recliner. So I put my feet on the recliner, I put my hands on the recliner, and I hear breathing behind me. So this part I'm pretty much shitting my pants. So my hand falls on the side of the recliner, and somebody licks it. Again, this is totally true. So the power comes on, and sitting behind me is our 200-something pound Rottweiler dog that somehow got in the house. So I jump out of the chair, the dog freaks out, he starts fucking attacking me. So finally I get him outside, I'm all bloody from the dog. By this time I'm petrified. So I barricade myself in my bedroom. Now most people would probably not have done what I did, but I was so scared to walk outside my room. Anybody have a house with the vents in the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I went to the bathroom the entire night. It's a true story. Because I was so afraid to leave my bedroom. The next morning, my grandfather shows up, and he's fucking... My grandfather's... What the fuck? Like I said, when he does his job, he's a great DJ. I hope a rabid bear rapes you tonight. So anyway, my grandfather showed up the next day. All the noises I heard that night, the dog had actually bit through the hose behind the wash machine, so the entire house was flooded. Fucking wash machines were floating by my door, but I would not go outside. So the rest of my spring break, I had to clean up the water in the house. The end of that story, about a week later, we had a cold front come in, so my grandfather had to turn the heater on. So that's my Candyman story. It's Halloween, I figured I'd tell it. What? Jesus fucking Christ. Are we going to do this again? You still didn't do it right. Give it up for DJ Sway, everybody. You are retarded. Say that again.
I admit it.
Say you're retarded.
I am retarded.
Coming to stage next, so a real comic. Nothing against the other comics earlier. She is an attorney. So during the day, she is a defender. And at night, she is an offender. Give it up. She's been to every one of my shows for the beautiful and talented Ms. Sheila Naifeh.
Hey, CJ Moloney's, how you guys doing tonight? What a wonderful crowd. Where are my hecklers? He's right there. No, I'm feeling pretty comfortable up here. I love coming up here. You know, feeling comfortable with the crowd, probably because I'm a criminal attorney. Feel like I need to be passing my cards out because I know a bunch of y'all are going to get pulled over after the show. No, I didn't dress up. Well, I did dress up tonight. I dressed up as a cancer patient. And I can say that because last month I was diagnosed with cancer. No, I'm serious, guys. I'm not trying to bring you down or anything, but I thought, well, what the hell am I going to do? So I started writing cancer jokes. I was feeling kind of sorry for myself, so I went up to, you know, I'm working, and I've got all these lawyers standing in line, trying to get in front of me, in front of the judge, going, I just have a quick announcement. Well, I just have a quick pass. And I'm like, what? Cancer? And they back the fuck up. I'm like, wow, cancer's awesome. So, no, seriously, my doctor called me a week later, and he says, you don't have cancer. I'm like, wait a minute. I had cancer for a week. Seriously, cancer for a week? It's going to take me more than a week to get my medical marijuana card. God damn, it's going to take me 6 months to get down to my ideal cancer weight. I know. And with hair like this, I wanted to at least get through chemo one time. And you know what? The best thing I'm going to get from the Make-A-Wish Foundation is half off a bucket of chicken wings. Now, I'm a criminal attorney, and I do the normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, Okie type crimes, like DUIs. Yeah, we got a lot of them here tonight, and making a meth lab, woo, and bestiality, and of course, you would know, is it still bestiality if you just lay there and the animal does all the work? Oh, sorry, Cait. She started it. No, like I said, I really had a really hard summer, but I finally got rid of my stalker. I started fucking him. A lot of y'all are dating stalkers, you just don't know it yet. Oh, you know the English people, you know the British, I can't stand them. Of course, they come over here and they screw up the English language, and all we can say is, wow, that sounded classy. Well, you know, Mexicans can't get away with that shit. I'll take 2 tacos, please. Speak English, you stupid Mexican, or get out of our country. Right? I know. Y'all like the dildo jokes. I know this crowd over here. There you go. I know. You see that in the news where this guy was placing dildos in porn magazines on women's doorsteps? And they were so scared they called the police? Well, he was hanging out in their bushes and peeking in their windows. Can you believe how that guy's mind works? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with people? Call the police? Sex toys are expensive. Yeah, where's my $99 rabbit dildo? Anybody follow Oklahoma City Thunder? Woo! Come on, guys! I love that fucking team. They're back. Of course, I'm sorry they didn't win in the finals, but you know they're going to be okay, because they got this new merchandise. They got this new dildo. It's called Thunder Up. Yeah, I know. She knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I thought I'd try it out too, ma'am. But that thing's hardcore. But it's okay. I'm used to getting teamed up on by 5 black guys at the same time. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell my gynecologist joke, because he's the one that diagnosed me with, you know, cancer, you know, so. Yes, I have pussy cancer. Come on, that's funny. No, I just want to say that I hate that my gynecologist is all thumbs. Took you a minute. I'm kidding, I don't hate it. Of course, sometimes I think my gynecologist is coming on to me. Medical reasons to look up there my ass. Of course, it could make me feel a little better when I go into the office. It's like, dim the lights, or instead of those cold stirrups, Replace them with pink fuzzy handcuffs. Yeah, I know. Or shake it up once in a while, throw in a butt plug. Hell, that's why I like my dentist so much. I'm glad to see Cait get up here. I'm usually the only female that gets up on stage. All the other comics are young guys. But it's okay, because after the show, I fit right in with them, because none of the girls want to fuck me either. No, it's hard being a 46-year-old single female trying to meet the right kind of guys. One that's not afraid of commitment. So I thought I'd try online dating. Anybody ever try that? Liars. Nobody raised their hand. What do they got? eHarmony? Oh, there's one. How that working for you? Well, they got eHarmony, Plenty of Fish, Christian Mingle. That one sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know what religious people are thinking every time I hear Christian Mingle. I just picture a Jesus gangbang. No, but online dating, it didn't work for me. I'm old-fashioned. I want a guy to lie to my face. So I found the perfect type guy. Ladies, listen up. He's desperate. He hadn't been laid in months, and he's not afraid of commitment. Married men. So I started dating one, and my best friend was such a bitch about it. She's like, he is so gross. What an asshole. I can't believe you're sleeping with him. She is such a hypocrite. She married him. No, you always meet those creeps. You meet them in a bar just like this one. They're so creepy they don't look at your boobs. They look you directly in the eyes and say, so, how old are your boys? I'm like, I've had plenty of kids, just none of them made it. Past the first trimester. Okay, those jokes aren't working. I'm not going to go there. No, anyway, I was kidding. I've never had kids. I mean, the thought of having another person inside my body for 9 months scares the shit out of me. I know. Hell, I can't stand having another person inside me for 20 minutes. You like that, sir? You want to go at it? Shit, you don't look like you got 2 minutes in you. Anyway, thank you guys very much. I'm Sheila Naifeh.
Give it up again for Miss Sheila Naifeh. Me and DJ Sweat were having a discussion, and I told him he was the Tony Romo of DJs. Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah!
Sway. Fuck DJ Sway. Like I said earlier, the comics don't need your help. Don't be that guy that makes fun of other people's cars and your fucking ass is walking. Or talk about the girl they're with and you're home fucking masturbating every night. Damn, Sway, you're fucking it up bad tonight. Romo's better than you are. Alright, I'm gonna let Brett Wells is coming to the stage. He's actually the host of True Toss and he's streaming our shows and we come out to all our shows and videotape, so we appreciate what he does. He's actually going to host a show in Fishbones of Worcester next week. So give him a warm welcome. He's popping his cherry, introducing a couple of comics. So give him a warm welcome. Give it up for Brett Wells.
Howdy, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all look sexy, man. I was out there walking around earlier. Y'all look sexy, you know that? I mean, like bar sexy, not like you like work hard, or some people, but anyway, so I was out there, I was trying to figure out what to talk about. I haven't really planned anything, and so I'm sitting there thinking, what are these guys gonna want to hear about? It's gonna be some intense shit, I know it. And I was sitting there going, oh, sex. That's what we need to talk about, sex. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there looking around, talking about what's going to happen. So I'm sitting there Googling shit, talking about dildos. Yeah. First off, I thought the most interesting thing was, did you guys know there was a museum of sex? I thought it was really interesting to me. There's a museum of sex. And according to the Museum of Sex, way better than the ball of yarn on a road trip, the Museum of Sex, dildos were originally invented to combat hysteria. I love that, I love it. Anyways, we've got, as far as funniest comedians, we've got an extremely bright, very funny young man coming up here, a Nathan McCoy, and you will love it.
How's everybody doing tonight? Doing good? Awesome? Just one person's doing awesome? Well, nobody else? People ask me what my costume is. I was telling them a zombie eradicator, but more of a broke-ass Darth Vader. So, I actually believe in reverse karma. That means when I do something really shitty to someone, they probably deserved in past life. Incidentally, I actually recently punched a baby. They probably did something shitty not too long ago. Next time they should come back as a cricket. So I think Vagisil is an excellent product. They really need to come out with some new flavors though. It's getting old. My mom used to tell me I was a clever bastard. Well, she forgot the clever part, but I can almost always tell when they don't use real dinosaurs in movies. So I was working. Come on, Sway. So I was working 2 jobs, but about 70 hours a week. But I'm still so broke. I've got an African kid sponsoring me. I can't buy shit on 15 cents a day. Like, not even a ramen noodle. I'm not talking about a pack of ramen noodles. I'm talking about one fucking noodle. That shit's expensive. So we all know men have bad memories. Well, I like to think that men have selective memories. We don't want to hear that bullshit. We don't care what Jessica says. But I guarantee every man in here tonight can remember the last time they heard a queef. The first time I heard one, I was 16, my first serious girlfriend. I was going to town. All of a sudden here, I was like, what the fuck was that? She looks at me and she was embarrassed as shit. She said, I was wet. I'm like, really? The last 12 times we fucked, you were wet and your pussy wasn't trying to talk to me. So, I don't know, sometimes I get bored. If I'm at Macy's or JCPenney or whatever, I'll walk around. If I see a man with a baby and his wife's not around, I like to hide in a rack of clothes and just yell, oh my God, someone saw that baby! And then I pop out and I'm like, that man has a baby right there! And I just like to see everyone's reaction. Like, people come up and like, oh my God, is that your baby? I swear it is. But, alright, yeah, that felt fun. A couple years ago, I heard if you eat pineapples and mangoes and sweet fruit, your cone tastes sweet. So I told the girl I was thinking about it, and I was like, I'll do that for you. And it turns out she just really liked the taste of cone. So she asked me, next time I beat off, just do this. Yeah, alright. Ladies, I know, it does sting when it gets in your eye. I have a horrible fucking name. So, I recently took up yoga, not for the health benefits. Someday I just want to be able to suck my own dick. That's a very fucking reasonable goal. So, the other day I was in Walmart, and I heard some lady say, come on, Nathan, let's go. So I started following her, and she got kind of freaked out, and I grabbed her hand. God, I'm so trusting sometimes. But a lot of my friends give a shit about drinking, but I only drink twice a year. One's my birthday, and one's not my birthday. Yeah! We got some drunk people in here tonight? Anyone drunk? You drunk? I fucking hate drunk people. Unless I am one, then I'm fucking awesome. I'm getting there though. So, the other day I decided I'm really a shitty human being. And this is a true story. October 16th was my dad's birthday. It was a Tuesday. I'm taking him out to dinner. He's driving. I get on my phone, and one of my friends on Facebook, he posted, Sunday, we lost another family member. My Uncle Billy was struck by a car in front of his house and was killed. Well, the first thought that popped in my mind wasn't, oh, that's so tragic. It was, really? Oh, I'm sorry, let me back up. So he posted, Sunday, my uncle was struck by a car and killed in front of his house. This was a Sunday. I read this on Tuesday, but the last part of his fucking post was, gone but not forgotten. Really, asshole? Gone but not forgotten? It was 2 days ago. Seriously? What was he doing? Sitting at home like, oh man, hey honey, I was calling Uncle Billy, but he's not answering. You know how he likes to play in traffic. I hope nothing happened. Or what were they doing? Like, was he sitting there? Oh, honey, we had something to do today, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it's Uncle Billy's fucking funeral. Gone but not forgotten. So sometimes I like to roofie my own drinks, just to see what happens. I don't know. I like excitement. If I have a boring night, I can do it. So I've never been married, but some of my friends who have been married, they always tell me, Nathan, don't get married, man. Trust me. Like, fucking, just don't do it. And I've always been curious about it, like, why not, man? Maybe I might want to meet a nice girl and settle down, have some kids. No, like, trust me, just don't get married. Well, I started getting kind of suspicious when my friends who've never been married keep telling me, Nathan, just don't get married. Really, why? I realized that they're not looking at me, they're looking out for the future Mrs. McCoy. So, incidentally, I don't have kids. And I've realized I might be a really awesome dad or a really fucking shitty one. I haven't figured it out yet, but a buddy of mine asked me to babysit a couple years ago, and his son is 10 now, and he's still terrified of ceiling fans. He kept hitting his sister. I was like, I bit down, like, you hit her one more time, your face is going to that shit. Yeah, my friend won't talk to me anymore. So, anyone excited about the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah!
Yeah? Anybody? Yeah?
Yeah!
Alright, me too. When I heard about that guy in Florida a couple months ago eating faces, I got the biggest fucking hard on. Like, I just whipped it out and just went to town. And the next thing I heard was, sir, you can't do that here. This is McDonald's. Get your fucking double cheeseburger and get the fuck out of here, you broke ass. But, oh, I'm cheating. Yeah. I got a no card. No, but no, when the zombie apocalypse pops off, like, I'm fucking stoked. I'm ready. And you know what? Fuck my family. Like, they can take care of themselves. Fucking, the first place I'm going is a fucking daycare center. For practice, you know. They're fucking slow, they're small, they got sauce salts in their heads. Easy targets. Oh. But no, seriously, like, when that shit pops off, like, let's say six months down the road, fucking, what are you gonna do? Like, you're by yourself, fucking, you can either go to a sex shop, fucking have a sexual orgy, rub one out, you know, it might be the last thing, or who has another threshold, or, sorry. Anyway, fuck it. Actually, there's a zombie guide out there called the Zombie Survival Guide. It's alright, it's pretty practical, but they left a lot of shit out, like fucking zombie sex. So I'm writing my own fucking guide. Alright, yeah, I know. I got some working titles. I got the Zombie Sutra, or How to Finally Fuck Your Neighbor's Hot Wife. But, I don't know, let's say the zombie apocalypse has been going on for 6 months, and the last person you saw was some fat ass, fucking, and ironically, the last fucking 8 years, all he's been doing is fucking eat junk food, drinking Mountain Dew, and playing zombie video games in his fucking grandma's fucking basement. But, I don't know. Some people have asked me about that. They ask, you know, if you fuck a zombie, is that necrophilia? Or maybe bestiality? The way I see it, it's like fucking retarded 8th grade girl in a wheelchair. I don't know. You all had her in your class. I know. You thought about it too, didn't you? But no matter how bad at sex you are, if you fuck a zombie, you're gonna feel like a fucking stud. So all I do is fucking moan and groan. Alright, that's my time. Thank you.
Dude, how cool is that of a costume? I mean, seriously, that embodied everything I enjoyed about Resident Evil video games and all of the assassinations in all of the zombie apocalypse movies. Maybe you want to go get a shelter and go for it. But I gotta tell you, man, something cool just happened. We had a comedian that's normally, wasn't playing tonight, but a good comedian is coming up. So you'll love this. You'll love this. He's really, really good guy. Randell Lopez. Have you heard the name Randell Lopez?
Oh shit, what's up CJs? Moloney's. Alright, let me cut right to the chase. What's up white people? Because I think I'm the only black motherfucker in here. One black dude, goddammit. Don't fuck with us, because between the two of us, we gonna have the parking lot break into all y'all shit in a matter of seconds. But you can dial 911, I'm telling you, I'm good at this shit. The fuck? When the fuck did Bane start doing comedy? This some bullshit. I said, the fuck is this Bane on stage? Talking about sucking his own dick. I was scared of Bane in the movie right about now. I think I could take him. Shit, I don't know. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Oh, what can we talk about this motherfucker? Y'all seem like a tough crowd. Sex? Is that y'all like to talk about sex? Y'all remember y'all first time having sex in the morning? I remember my first time having sex in the morning. It started out with me just wanting to see if my dick could fit in a donut hole. Next thing you know, one thing led to another. I've been loving glaze ever since. That's all I'm saying, y'all. But as I'm getting older, when I was like young, when I was 18, 19, I could just fuck all night long. Like, fuck, then come, then fuck again, then come. As I'm getting older, fuck that shit. I am out for the count after the first time. You can wake me up, and you might get a possible another round, but there ain't no telling with me. I was at this girl's house the other night. She came out, she had a roll full of condoms. There was 7 of them. She looked at me and said, yeah, we gonna use all these tonight. So I turned over and picked up my phone. I started dialing. She said, what the fuck you doing? I said, shit, I gotta find 6 more motherfuckers. Get their ass up here quick. Some bullshit. Some white people in here, so I'm assuming it's some Romney supporters, huh? I ain't mad at you. I don't give a fuck. One thing I like about Romney, he got like pimpish ways. The way he answers questions is such like a pimp. I don't know if he won for real. I used to think he was racist, then I found out he had a son named Craig. I don't know how you can be racist with a son named Craig, that's all I'm saying. But Mitt Romney, he answers questions like a pimp. When he answers questions, he tell you what he wants you to know, whether they got to do shit with the question or not. He don't give a fuck. It don't matter what the question is. They be like, Governor Romney, what are you gonna do about strawberries in America? Well, I like bananas. You know, bananas, we all should be eating bananas. And apples. You know, one thing we should take apples and cut them up in thin slices, but what about the strawberries? Excuse me, I'm talking about apples. We should take apples. I said, this motherfucker is a pimp with this shit. Obama, y'all gotta give Obama a break. God damn it, y'all should have known what was gonna happen when you gave a black man a supervisor position in a house where he ain't gotta pay no rent. I just get lazy thinking about it, so don't be mad at him for not doing his job. He just need a little time to get over the shock and shit. Give him another 4 more years, it'll be all right. I know I was fucking around with Bane earlier, but that's fucked up. White people, y'all got it good, because y'all got all The superheroes and shit, all them white. Y'all got, let's see, Iron Man, y'all got Spider-Man, y'all got Batman, and y'all love them to death. Black people, what we got? We got Electric Man, we got Water Man, we got Policeman, and we can't stand none of them motherfuckers. It's good to be white. And why all the superheroes gotta be white? Why don't let no other races be superheroes? Like, what about an Asian Iron Man? We all know he built the suit, might as well let him put it on. Then you got Spider-Man. What about a Mexican Spider-Man? Yeah, a Mexican would be perfect for Spider-Man, because to be a good Spider-Man, you got to know your way around rooftops. And we all know Mexicans. Web shooting, hammering, and nailing as they go. Can y'all picture that shit? Mexican Spider-Man. Now what you won't see is a black Aquaman. I don't give a fuck what you say. We won't get enough water to save our own neck. That's not somebody else's. And if it did just happen to be a black Aquaman, it'll get boring, because every episode we'll be taking down another catfish. Who wants to see that shit every week after week? I know black people, we love catfish. I seen a lot of pumpkin patches, but I didn't go to none of them because I think that shit is racist. White people, y'all have to invent that shit, but I start thinking this pumpkin patches, where the fuck our watermelon patches at? That shit'll be some good ass. Give me some good watermelon and some good barbecue. I think I'm gonna make the first watermelon patch. I'm telling y'all. Sponsored by the TPD, because you know they're gonna be there. What else going on in the news? Did y'all hear about that black lady? They said the KKK attacked her, but then come find out she did her own self. She like cut herself up or burned her, set herself on fire or some shit. But she said the KKK kidnapped her and did it. I kind of knew she was lying, because it's just some shit that is just, that was just too good for the KKK. I mean, like, that was too mean. Even KKK members was going like, God damn, we gotta meet that fucking grandmaster, because that shit was cold-hearted. We mean like a motherfucker. What else is in the news? Y'all got no news story? What else is in the news? Anybody got some issues they want to know about? Rape! Rape? I don't fuck around with rape. Shit sure like fun. I got raped once. I didn't tell her to stop till I came. I was like, what the fuck is you doing? Get off of me. It's over with. Call 911. I feel at least you should be able to get yours with a rape. You deserve that much, don't you? Well, nothing would piss you off more than to get raped and then not even get off. That is some bullshit. That's sad. But the rape shit, I hate that. It's fucking Sandusky. That shit is nasty. Raping them young kids. But you know what's worse than getting raped by your coach? Is if you getting raped and you ain't getting no game. Ain't that some bullshit? I be like, coach, you in the locker room getting the ass. The least you can do is throw me a pass. I mean, come on. What the fuck? Sounds some bullshit. Get raped in this motherfucker. What we talking about? Black, white, Mexicans. Any Pakistan people in the house tonight? Arabs, Middle Eastern?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
One. Fuck them. We come together tonight. What the fuck is up? First they hijacking planes, now they hijacking subways. Not the actual subways, but the food chain restaurants. I'm like, what the fuck? Did a dyslexic terrorist miss some memo or something? It was like hijack subways. He hijacked the wrong motherfucking shit. Now they making sandwiches and shit. I like to fuck with them though. You ever go to Subway and they ask you what you want in your sandwich? Then they get to the cheese. I always say American real hard. Like American. Yeah, motherfucker. American cheese. I don't want that camel cheese on my shit. Don't put that. Put that camel cheese on my shit. I'm gonna give you 2 humps. Don't play with me, bitch. That is good. They ain't here tonight. We get the fuck with them, goddammit. We get outside, it's gonna be a pack of terrorists. Y'all gonna be like, fuck me, it was him, the black guy. He the only one that tell. You know, white people, y'all sell the black person out quick and shit. I'll be like, what? Y'all got bombs? We are the bomb. What the fuck? Let's join hands. What else can I talk about? I've been up here for a while.
Keep going.
Anybody out here dating? Fuck dating. I know I done dated about every goddamn thing. I even dated a midget. But the only good thing about dating a midget, ain't no second and third base, it's just first and home. Run it right on in. I don't know if I mastered relationships, but I think I mastered dating. Like now, I got the game sold up. Like now, I only date girls that's superstitious. And for our first date, I take them out to Chinese restaurants. And when they ain't looking, I sneak in my own fortune cookies. So when they crack it open and say, give it up easy, I'm like, gotcha. You just gotta think about this shit. You gotta outsmart them. But now, with the writer, I found out you pretty girls are too high maintenance. So y'all know what I would've did? I got me an ugly bitch. I don't give a fuck. I love her ugly ass, I do. She ugly for real. Like one time I took her to the zoo, she had to buy 2 tickets, one to get in and one to get out. And dating an ugly girl is just like dating a pretty girl, well, except for like pet names. You can't call her the cute ones like Cupcake or Sweetheart. So I call her my little animal cracker. And for our woman's anniversary, I'm telling you, I brought her the cutest little neck bracelet. Okay, it was a collar, but it was the cutest collar. And the sex is crazy. It's out of control. And sometimes when we finish, I just like to look at her, look out the window and howl at the moon. It's just sexy. But I'm gonna get out of here because it's almost my time to feed her. Thank y'all, CJ Moloney.
Gotta love Randell Lopez, right? That guy's funny, man. Racially charged, sexually interactive, very energetic. I was thinking, okay, so it's Halloween, right? Have you all done some crazy things in the Halloween department? I was at the Hard Rock doing a big celebration. They had a big party out there. We had a hotel room rented out. And we're in there doing all kinds of drinking games, doing crazy stuff. We start asking categories. You guys ever play categories on drinking games? They're asking stupid stuff. What's your favorite sports team? And I'm like, it's a bunch of adults. We need to come up with something more interesting. How about, what turns you on most in pornography? And people are looking around the room, talking about themselves, answering off stupid, general stuff. I like big asses. I like oral sex. Then people start getting weird. They're like, I like animal sex. And I'm like, I'm not standing next to you anymore in this party, man. Like, I like sleeping with donkeys. Like, how is this really turning you on? That's a little crazy. But, there was one guy who said something, cum shots is what he liked the most. And I was sitting there thinking, how are you going to talk an average woman into this? Like, how do you let them know, hey, by the way, this is going to happen? Like, do you try and sales pitch them? Like, 4 out of 5 dentists actually say that the calcium in zinc is great for your teeth. You'll love it. And an average teaspoon of semen has approximately 5 calories in it. So it's dietary. You'll lose weight. You'll love it. Anyways, the funniest comedian, your headliner this evening, you will love him. And by the way, if you guys want to check this show out, TrueTulsa.com, check it out. But the funniest comedian is a Mr. C.R. Parsons.
life is that Randall comes up to Michael Jackson, I come up to ZZ Top. Like I can't be into hip hop. I just got back from vacation. Went to New Orleans. I love New Orleans. I love any town where a nickel's worth of beads will get you closer to second base than dinner and a movie will around here. But I made a mistake. I went to New Orleans with my wife and my mother. Yeah, never made that mistake. There's nothing worse than walking down Bourbon Street with your mother showing off her boobs for beads by lifting up her skirt. Oh my goodness. It was a great vacation. I got to take 2 vacations this year actually. Went on a cruise with my wife. Went to the island of Jamaica. If you ever get a chance, go. It is a beautiful island. But I only had one problem. Everybody there tried to sell me weed. Now I want to know, what is it looking at me that makes them think I would be out of weed? I don't know about you guys, but I can plan ahead. Now I have to say, I don't smoke weed anymore, officer. No, I don't smoke weed. I don't see a need for it. I've already got a body by munchies. I was never a puff, puff, pass kind of guy. I was more of a puff, puff. Where are those damn cheese puffs? Oh my goodness. I talk about my weight a little bit. I recently dropped 50 pounds. Why I was lifting it to begin with, I have no clue, but I dropped it. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't have a problem with people that smoke weed. People ask me, do you think it ought to be legalized? I don't have a problem with it being legalized, but I don't know that I should get a vote. I'm a comedian. Can you imagine if a club had a 2-bowl minimum instead of a 2-drink minimum? I'd never have to write another joke. Oh my goodness. How many Okies do we have here? People from Oklahoma. I've been here long enough I can say this is a weird-ass state. It is the only state I know that has the 10 Commandments on the outside of a courthouse and a judge with a penis pump on the inside. You guys hear about that? I know how he got in trouble. The defense bar turned him in because he was getting off and their clients weren't. But Oklahoma is the only state I know where you cannot buy wine at the grocery store. But you can buy meth at any high school. And I'm not going to say Oklahoma has a problem with people cooking meth, but we are the only state with meth chefs. Now there's a show you'd like to see on Food Network. Today on Meth Chef, we have guest chef Bubba from Wagner. Okay, y'all, what you do is you take this big old bag of Sudafed, and I always use Sudafed, never that generic wall-you-fed shit. You grind it up in the coffee grinder. I like to use the coffee grinder. It doesn't do a thing for the meth, but it does wonders for the coffee. Add a little splash of Drano, next thing you know, bam, you got meth. Actually, if you get to bam, you probably shook it a little too long. And that whole shake and bake method of making meth, and I helped, I've never gotten that. I think it was an accident. I think somebody just put all the ingredients together, handed it to a tweaker, and said, "Here, hold this still." I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do not do this for a living. I'm actually an attorney, kind of like Sheila. I'm an attorney for a living. And I know, looking at me, you think, no, there's no way he's an attorney. But I am. The thing about it is, I am also a dyed-in-the-wool, tattooed Harley-Davidson rider. Which means whether I'm at the biker bar or the country club, I know I may have to kick my own ass out because I don't want my type around there. But I come by it naturally. I came from a screwed-up household. My mother was college educated, had a master's degree. My father was a redneck. We were the only trailer in the park with a lending library. We learned how to pair our wine with our ramen noodles. Little tip, Boone's Farm goes with everything. Oh my God. And I've always been told you should dress for the job that you want, not for the job that you have. And that works great when I was a kid, you know. I didn't want to have a job. I wanted to be on the beach getting drunk. So I'd come in cut off shorts and flip-flops. Pretty soon I didn't have a job. It does not work as well when you are an attorney. Did you know that they will kick you out of the courthouse in Arkansas if you come in a judge's robe and you're not the judge? And I had a judge right here in Tulsa tell me if I wore my Darth Vader mask to court one more time, he was kicking me out of there too. As an attorney, there is an unwritten rule. I don't know if you guys know this. As an attorney, you are never supposed to ask a question that you don't already know the answer to. But I've got questions that I don't have answers for, like, why does Lane Bryant sell skinny jeans? Or is it considered a compliment if your dog calls you a son of a bitch? Or is it technically inaccurate to call your father a motherfucker? Or my biggest one is, how was there ever a show called BJ and the Bear that was not gay porn? I am a married gentleman, believe it or not. I've been married for 12 years, or 62 and a half Kardashians. I know, I almost can't tell that joke anymore because the jokes lasted like 3 times longer than her marriage did. And apparently she's about to get engaged to, what's his name, Kanye West. Hell yeah. She ain't messing with no broke. But, you know, the thing is, I love my wife dearly, but she has this thing for shoes. She has a closet, top to bottom, front to back, side to side, nothing but shoes. And I will ever understand why you ladies will pay hundreds of dollars for designer name brand shoes. Because you're not doing it for us guys. Because if you are ever interested in a guy who knows the difference between patent leather peep-toe Jimmy Choos and platform peep-toe Christian Louboutins, he's not interested in you. It's the shoes. And I don't get women sometimes in the way they dress. I saw a lady the other day in a deep V-cut t-shirt. It said yes across the front. I'm not thinking of a designer name brand. I'm thinking you're almost 50 and those aren't at your waist. I'm going to guess silicone. And I love my wife dearly, but she grew up a little bit sheltered. She grew up over in Jinx. If you know Jinx, that is the whitest part of town. Here's the thing. Our boys played sports. They played football. They named the teams after colors. You had the red team, the blue team, the black team. Our boys played for the white team. My wife thought it would be a good idea to put on the t-shirts, white power. Like, shit. Let's go ahead and call them the Mighty Whiteys. Maybe get them sponsored by Kevin's Krispy Kreme. And I have to say, my wife is not the slightest bit racist. She's clueless, but not racist. But I believe in stereotypes. I think stereotypes exist for a reason. And every time I say that, somebody walks up to me and goes, I know so-and-so who doesn't fit that stereotype. Of course you do. If you didn't, it wouldn't be called a stereotype. It would be called a fact. I'm sure somewhere there's an Asian woman who can drive and did not graduate the top of her class. I'm sure somewhere there's a black man who can swim and understands hockey. I'm sure somewhere there's a Mexican who lives by himself and never carpools. I'm sure somewhere there's a Jew who pays retail. I'm sure somewhere there's a Canadian who's rude and a Frenchman who's not. I'm sure somewhere there's a police officer who prefers tea and salad. Just like I'm sure somewhere there's a priest who prefers altar girls. Oh, I always get in trouble for that one. I have to tell you, if I can get serious with you guys for just a moment, I'm going to end on this. I'd like to talk to you about internet porn. Is that okay? It's a scary thing when you have kids. And I've got kids. But they've come out with this thing called Net Nanny that scans the website and tells you if it's safe or not. The thing is, it confuses porn with one thing. Stand-up comedy. So I guess fake laughter and fake orgasm sound a lot alike. So it's been great fucking with you guys. I'm C.R. Parsons. You guys have a good night.
Give it up for C.R. Parsons, our headliner, one more time. Give it up for all the wonderful comics tonight. We've had a great time performing for you. We'll be back on the 24th. We are also doing we're going to do a toy and clothing drive for a shelter in Tulsa. We'll have more information on the internet. Thank you for the staff here at Moloney's. Thank you for DJ Sway. I was your host, Billy Bazar. Y'all have a great week. Have a good Halloween. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll be at Fishbones and Wasso next Sunday. Have a good night.